Hi guys, welcome to Soft Power channel. Here I learn how to cook Italian. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not. But what can we do? It's a process, and even Rome wasn't built in a day, right? So today we're going to cook traditional meal of Italian region Lazio, bucatini alla carbonara. Honestly, I was so nervous about the recipe because of eggs and how fast I have to be and how to boil this quite thick bucatini. It was stressful, but I made it. One mistake happened, I won't lie to you, and I will tell you which one it was. So if you're ready for carbonara in Lazio style, let's go for it. Buona giornata! Welcome to my kitchen, and here we have one of the greatest cookbooks, La cucina delle regioni d'Italia. For 4 people you will need 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 400 of bucatini, some salt for pasta boiling, 1 clove of garlic, 50 grams of grated pecorino romano, 50 grams of grated grana padano, 100 grams of pancetta, 2 eggs and 1 yolk, and this is it, non c'è altro. Let's cook. We have already grated pecorino romano, but we don't have grana padano this way. So we have to prepare the second cheese. I know it's maybe not a perfect shape, but I don't really know how to grate cheese to powder. But the result is still so satisfying, right? Well, the next step is our 1 clove of garlic. We have to peel it and take a middle part out because it can be not good for digestion and we don't want it, so take it out. I became so thirsty after all of these preparations. Drink water, live longer. So because I was so nervous about thick bucatini, I just knew I have to prepare a lot of boiling water. So I started with it. Big pot, a lot of water, it has to be prepared. I was so surprised when I found olive oil in the recipe because I was like, there is pancetta, what is oil for? But okay, it was there, 3 tablespoons of it, so I just did it. Who am I to contest traditional Italian recipes? I do what I have to do. So 3 spoons are in our pan and garlic is taking a golden bath now. The next step is smelly pancetta. It has to be well cooked but not crispy, the recipe says. Water is boiling, pancetta is oil bathing, and we have some time to prepare our egg sauce. We have to mix eggs and add half of both cheeses. The other half we are going to use during serving. Now it's perfectly creamy and has to wait for a moment. I have to tell that I was preparing this food for 2 and not for 4, and I was trying to split ingredients, and of course, and maybe, it wasn't that perfect. In case of eggs, I took 1 whole and a yolk. And in a case of bucatini, I took 200 grams, but I had like 225 and I was like, it's okay. And in the end, maybe it wasn't that okay. So it's not that easy, this little game with proportions. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We have to take a garlic out of pan when it's gold and not like burnt, you know. And now it's time for bucatini. The official al dente time is 8 minutes. But I knew I will have to cook it with pancetta for a few minutes after. So I was terrified I can overboil it, and I decided to give this boiling 4 minutes and take it out the water, and this was the only mistake I made because it was quite tough even after pan cooking. Pancetta is ready, bucatini are losing the water, and we're so close to the last part of the recipe to mix it all together. I was so nervous about eggs and cheeses because of threat of curdle, but this part was actually okay. So we have our pancetta and bucatini together, and now we have to fry it together for a few minutes as the recipe says. And it helped the bucatini somehow not to be like tree stick, it gets softer but not as I was expecting. Last part, the sauce mixing, it was quite okay, nothing went wrong, it was such a pleasure to mix it together, but it wasn't that creamy. I think it is because of too much bucatini, or maybe because bucatini was tough, but I'm not sure about it. The meal is ready, and now the only thing we have to do is serving. So trying my best not to look like the real beginner who I actually am, I was juggling with pasta and performing magic with cheeses to serve it the best I can. And I think it looks pretty good, right? So as I said earlier, bucatini was too tough and it wasn't that creamy, but ingredients were too good, so I ate it all and I was so satisfied actually. If you have some more experience with carbonara, please, you are welcome to leave a comment how to cook it better. Maybe you have your own special recipe, I will be so grateful. Like, follow and stay tuned, because there is nothing better than Italian food in this world. So I will continue to learn how to cook Italian. Thank you for watching, see you next time, bye!